Hey, what's going on, guys? It's the Crypto Siege with another day in the life, in the crazy life that is a digital asset space. Good morning. Happy Wednesday to you. Yeah, the market's doing some interesting things. What an exciting time to be an early adopter in this new asset class that is the digital asset space. We're going to share some tweets from Brad Garlinghouse this morning and just go over some a bunch of stuff on Twitter. Definitely want to talk Celsius with you guys today. As you guys know, I am proud ambassador of the Celsius Network and really excited about all the different things that they are doing over at Celsius. So we'll talk a little bit about that as well. So let's get into some things that I think are hugely important to share with you guys. Again, it's an exciting time to be an early adopter in the digital asset space. I'm using the record feature on StreamYard, so hopefully I can get it all right and it will share every single time I need to do something that I need to do with you guys. But let's start with Brad Garlinghouse. Interesting stuff from Brad. Very interesting stuff. So here's just some tweets that he did recently, because I think it's really important to note that Ripple has been positioning itself to do things unlike any other crypto firm, if you will, out there in the space. Again, working with the regulators from day one, I think it's hugely important to note and understand that they did that. And these words are not, maybe perhaps they're not spoken in a half tone, if you will. They're being spoken with a certain authority and certainty about it. And I think that is hugely important. So he's responding to a tweet from Bloomberg Crypto. And it's a guide or something that they put out, a guide to the pros and cons of the euro, gold, crypto, and other potential replacements for the dollar. And Brad is responding to this. On August 3rd, he said, "Thread on the US dollar as the world's reserve currency has been the backbone of financial infrastructure. And that position isn't going to disappear in favor of gold, the yuan, crypto, and any other asset anytime soon. But is it weaker today? Yes, it is." Let's go through his thread here. So he says, a year ago, many decided crypto was a scam. And now a majority of governments are looking seriously at blockchain. It addresses friction, example, i.e. settlement, transparency, etc., that were assumed very hard to solve before. Crypto is up 80%, while the US dollar is down 3% year to date. Again, everything that Ripple, Brad, and Chris Larson, all those Garlinghouse and Joel Katz, David Schwartz, everything they do is very intentional. It really is. So, as Fundstrat said, it comes down to trust in the financial system at the end of the day. As global populations continue to lose confidence in fiat currencies, as we're seeing with the US dollar, they will choose to diversify. Our future global financial system will do the same. And again, as of late, Chris Larson, Brad Garlinghouse, especially those two, have been speaking with a certain level of authority and certainty, if you will, as though some things have already been done, as though they're finishing up on some stuff, right? It's a level of certainty about the things that they're saying. And I think it's hugely important to point them out. And I don't think there's a better illustration of that certainty, that level of certainty, than the Q2 reports that came out recently from Ripple. Absolutely significant stuff here. I did a live stream and I covered the vast majority of this Q2 reports, but I just think it is so very important to know what they're doing. The things that they're looking to do and what they have done in this Q2 report is speaking volumes about it's a level of certainty for me. It really is a level of certainty in what they're doing. And I make no mistake about it. I'm going to go over industry players, market moves. I thought it was interesting that they pointed this out. Let's go over market commentary. And it says regulatory activity. The Office of the Comptroller of the Currency nominated Brian Brooks as the acting comptroller. Brooks plans to unveil new payments charter, hoping to create a single federal framework for tech firms to offer services traditionally offered by banks. The OCC also issued an advance notice of proposed rulemaking, soliciting comments on, among other things, adoption of crypto-related activities by U.S. banks. The former CFT chairman, J. Christopher Giancarlo, published a paper explaining why XRP should not be considered a security under U.S. law and judicial precedent. He is also spearheading the Digital Dollar Project, which published a white paper on its proposal for a joint public-private initiative to create a United States central bank digital currency. The Consumer Financial Protection Bureau published its final remittance rule, including how digital assets, specifically XRP through ODL, can help significantly lower the cost of cross-border remittances. Like a lot of times, I wonder if people think that Ripple don't know what's kind of going on. They're citing something that I don't know how many YouTubers have, right? I know we've covered this from the CFPB, right? Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, right? How many YouTubers and content creators covered what Brian Brooks has done recently? Banks custody assets and putting together a new framework for a federal framework for tech firms to offer services traditionally offered by banks. They know. And I believe every single thing that they do is very, very strategic. I really, really do believe that. And so those are some of the things I thought were important to know that they're paying attention to. Here's another one. The Indian Ministry of Finance proposed to legally ban cryptos and impose stiff penalties on citizens who use crypto. This follows earlier action by India's Reserve Bank issuing a clarifying statement that India's commercial banks may provide banking services to traders and firms dealing in cryptos. So the Intergovernmental Financial Working Group of South Africa released a position paper that proposes a strict crypto policy framework for the region. And I'm going to read one more. SEC Commissioner Hester Pierce was nominated for another 5-year term at the securities agency. Caroline Crenshaw was also nominated to fill a Democratic vacancy in the commission. Their confirmation hearings were scheduled for July of 2020. Right? So let's go over something that a lot of people have been talking about. And again, I think it's no small coincidence that Brad is on Twitter making some very, very, what's the word? I don't want to say bold statements, but he's speaking with a certain level of authority and certainty that I think is important to note. I think it's very, very important to note. Chris Larson doing videos, calling out the decisions to give clarity on Bitcoin and Ethereum and not do so on other assets that are created in technology created from United States firms. They're right, speaking with a level of authority that I think is really, really, really hugely important to point out. So let's talk about the thing that everybody's been talking about. Is that it? No, is it early in the beginning here? Yeah. And I just think this is so important for everyone to really, really get what's going on with Ripple and the company, what they're looking to do. We've always said on this channel that Ripple's biggest asset, their greatest asset, has always been XRP, right? And I just want everyone to really get that Ripple, the company, is, they have 2 feet in the boat, if you will. They're throwing everything. It's all hands on deck, if you will, right? That everything in this kitchen sink is being thrown at and towards the success of the XRP ecosystem. I think it's so important to understand that. So Ripple publishes the quarterly XRP markets report to voluntarily provide transparency and regular updates on the company's views on the state of the XRP market, including quarterly programmatic and institutional sales updates, relevant XRP related announcements such as Spring and RippleNet partnerships, and commentary on previous quarter market developments. As an XRP holder, Ripple believes proactive communication and transparency are part of being a responsible stakeholder. Moreover, Ripple urges others in the industry to follow its lead, to build trust, foster open communication, and raise the bar industry-wide. I don't know if Cardano does quarterly reports transparently. I don't know if EOS does quarterly reports, Ethereum quarterly reports transparently. I don't know, but it feels as though they do not. And I think it's important to understand what Ripple is saying in this report. First of all, as an XRP hodler, that's Ripple, and as a responsible stakeholder, that's Ripple, right? So disciplined, responsible stakeholders, continued pause in XRP programmatic sales. In the quarter two 2020 total, total XRP sales were 32.55 million USD versus 1.75 million the previous quarter. XRP sales. Ripple continued the pause of programmatic sales, focusing solely on its over-the-counter sales as part of providing increased XRP liquidity to RippleNet's on-demand liquidity customers. Ripple is all in on the success of the XRP ecosystem, not to cause harm to retail investors, not to dump their coins on XRP hodlers, right? This added liquidity is vital as ODL continues to evolve and expand into new corridors. A healthy, orderly XRP market is required to minimize costs and risks for customers, and Ripple plays a responsible role, right? You see how they highlighted that? They're pointing out that's the responsible thing to do as a stakeholder in the XRP ecosystem, right? So a responsible role in the liquidity process. As more financial institutions leverage Ripple's ODL service, more liquidity is added to the XRP market. That said, Ripple has been a buyer in the secondary market and may continue to undertake purchases in the future at market prices. Total sales, OTC only, they're pointing out in parentheses, total sales, over the counter only, given programmatic pause, ended the quarter 18 basis points of crypto compared top tier volumes. This is compared to total sales in the previous quarter, again, OTC only, given the programmatic pause of 0.60 basis points on crypto top compare. So buying in the secondary market, buying XRP in the secondary market. You understand? They are all in. I don't know if I can say it enough. They are all in on the success of not only the Ripple ecosystem, they are all in on the success of the XRP ecosystem. It's so hugely important to understand. I think this is massive in so many ways, all in, right? And we're hodlers the same way that they are hodlers. They hold XRP the same way that we hold XRP. They want XRP to win in the same way that we want XRP to win. It's really, really important to understand that. Let me make sure. Let me see something here. Again, forgive me. I am testing out this share thing. Let's do this again. Let's try that again. I want to see that if I go to one thing, if it still shares on another thing. So do that. There that is there, right? So I'm going to go. I don't know if it shares it all at the same time or not, but let's go here. Go here. It does it. So you guys didn't get to see that, but you did get to hear me read that. So I have to go each tab here, which is cool, but now I know. So let's go here and share this with you guys. I wanted to share something from Greg Manarino on Twitter. The dude is an interesting guy, right? Credibility with the question mark. Do these people really not understand that the dollar is deliberately being taken down by the Federal Reserve itself? So Greg's a personality, okay? And a lot of people say he's a very smart guy, in fact, close to a genius. By the Federal Reserve itself, in its current form, to make way for the new dollar, he says. To make way for the new dollar, question mark? Mind-blowing. Mind-blowing. And you guys know I've said on this channel before, but my guy's saying that the new dollar is, in fact, on its way. U.S. Treasury note backed by gold and other United States assets. Other United States assets. Also, hopefully, we're prepared for such a thing. All right, guys, listen, I'm going to share one more thing here with you guys, because I think this is something. Oh, I wanted to give a couple of shout outs to King Solomon and Lee from SBQR Media for hanging out on the channel. It was a great hang. One of the best performing videos that I've done, actually. And I know it is in large part because of those guys were hanging out on the channel. So it's a great time. So again, guys, Solomon and Lee, thanks again for taking your time and coming and hang out on the show. It was a good deal. So I'm going to share something to celebrate Crypto Eddie, because I think this is really exciting. One of the big time contributors to not only the digital asset space, but especially to the XRP community. Let me make sure I can find that. This is, is it here? Yep. Okay, is that it? I think that is it. Yep, it is. She said, no research today. Rather chilling with a little celebration of hitting a milestone for my YouTube channel. Congratulations to all the winners. We'll do it again at 40 grand, at 40,000. Thank you, everyone. So she's celebrating 35,000 subscribers. Wow, that is outstanding. Congratulations, Crypto Eddie. Thank you for all that you do. Thank you for taking your time, your energy, and your resources to add value and bring value to this community, to the XRP community every single day. I hope you had a great time hanging out and relaxing and chillaxing, as we like to say. Congratulations on your success. It is, without question, well deserved. All right, guys, listen, I'm going to wrap up this video like I do all of my videos and remind you guys of this. Old money doesn't want you to win. They don't want us to win. They would rather us remain a cog in their perpetual wheel of trading, our time for dollars. They don't want us to play in the same playground that they play in, where we allow our money to work for us. This is our chance to win, guys. The digital asset space is our chance to win. We are in the midst of the greatest transfer of wealth in the history of man. Are you participating? Or are you standing on the sidelines? Here's what I do know, that the battle for you has already been fought, and the victory is yours. Go get it. I'll talk to you soon, guys. See ya. Bye.